What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of our After Party Live interview series. I am super excited for today. I am bringing on one of my friends. We've become friends now. We've been working together. She is a group member and she is really awesome. So I'm excited for you guys to meet her and to learn about her story, learn about her funnel journey, and to also learn about something that she is doing next week that's going to be really awesome that you guys have an opportunity to be a part of. So I'm going to bring her on and we're just going to have a good conversation about rewriting your life and just making sure you're in a good place in your world. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Let me bring her on. Okay. Here,
Okay. Hi.
Everyone, this is Andy. She's in the group and she's really cool. It's going to be so much fun. So excited to have you here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Also, if you guys are watching right now, make sure that you do a hashtag live so that I know that you're on right now. If you're watching the replay, then hashtag replay so I know that you came back and you watched it. I always like to see who's watching. Andy wants to see who's watching. So let us know if you're on, and if you guys have any questions as we're going, then I'll try to look over and see, and we'll also answer those. That's like the benefit of being on live, right? You get to actually ask your questions and talk to Andy. So, Andy, tell us about your funnel journey. I like to start with that because this is the Funnel After Party group, and so everybody in here is into funnels, right? And so I want to hear kind of where you started and where you are now.
So I started a blog back in 2013 as this way of hopefully making a few extra $100 that was by money.
Yeah.
That I didn't have to share with the budget, the family budget. And it opened up all these amazing doors for me. So in 2015, I was introduced to Russell and ClickFunnels and all that.
Oh man, you've been in it for a while then.
I've been in it for a while. And so I went to one of his, I think it was like his second live event in Vegas. And I was there for it. There's actually, I think in his One Funnel Away challenge, there's like a screen of like him talking at one of these events and you can see me.
Oh my gosh, what?
I'm like, look, I was pausing it during the One Funnel Away challenge because I could see myself. I was so excited. But at the same time, I was so mad at myself because I let my own fear and my own doubts and my own holdups hold me back. So I started down the funnel, the funnel road, and I didn't see immediate success. And so I gave up on myself. I gave up on that route. I started making more money with like sponsored posts and with ad revenue. And so I was like, I don't need to do funnels. And come full circle, everything has changed so dramatically within the blogging community that you have to have a product to support yourself. So I came back and did the One Funnel Away challenge and met Lexi, and we're at it again. And also during this journey, I went on a journey of myself, and I was able to really kind of see what those blocks were for myself. Where was I holding myself back? Where was I limiting what I could do with my voice and sharing that voice with the world? So it's kind of been this crazy little journey, and I'm back, and it's going to be awesome. I'm seeing so much success already with a couple different tweaks that we've been working on together, and using the power of email, using the power of funnels to actually really serve and help others has been awesome.
Right. That's awesome. So what did your blog start as? Because I know, just because I've been working with you, I know that it's kind of evolved into something a little bit different. So what did it start as and what is it now?
Okay. I started it with the title, Maybe I Will, because I loved fitness, I loved baking, and I loved DIY projects. So it was kind of like this hodgepodge of maybe I will bake a cake today. Maybe I will show you an awesome workout. Maybe I will make something out of twigs. I don't know. Like, it'll just be what it is. And when I first started working with Russell, I realized I needed to niche. Because I was all over the map with my content, and I was just kind of like, what's hitting, what's not hitting. And as I went through my metrics and what was working, what posts were getting the most traction, they all came back to health and wellness. And that was really truly my true passion.
Yep.
So I got my personal trainer's license, I got my nutrition specialist licensing, and I really went down the path of providing value, showing people great workouts, showing people how to eat for their bodies. And then that evolved even more, because if you really do want to lose weight and change your life, it all starts with your mindset. Like, unless you truly clear out all the garbage in your life, you make changes to your story, things might change on the outer, but you can't really lose that weight and keep it off unless you really change who you are and your beliefs about yourself. Because those beliefs are what made you gain the weight. Unless you really look at them, that weight's going to come back on. So I started with kind of working with people and on their weight loss journey, and using manifesting and working with the power of thought in that area. And then I was like, okay. Then I started seeing changes in other areas as I myself started using these principles. And it just kind of, it's like, I feel like it starts with taking care of your body and your health and your wellness. And then if you have a really good, strong sense of health, then all these other areas start to fall into place. So it's a really holistic picture that I work with people when I'm coaching them. Is that we do work on your health and your wellness. And then we talk about money, we talk about relationships, we talk about all these things that people struggle with. And they all tie together.
Right. Very cool. When we connected and we started talking, you were like, well, I have like 50,000 followers on Instagram, and I have this blog, and I have a list, and like, I just died. I about died, because I was like, but you're not monetizing it at all? Like, no, what are we doing? And so, talk me through why, like, where, and you kind of touched on it already. But let's dig into that a little bit more. Like, why were you not monetizing it at that point? Like, what was holding you back?
A lot of it was mindset. But also at the same time, like, the money was good with sponsorships. I was really busy with those. So like every month I was getting like 4 or 5 sponsored gigs from brands who wanted to pay me a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then, but I was not selling my products, I was selling theirs.
Right.
And then, so I mean, it's great one-time paycheck. And then I dabbled with affiliate sales, and I did pretty well with affiliate sales.
Yeah.
And then I also, like, I get so much traffic to my site every month. I get paid from ads. So I was like, I was making good money. Obviously, we know that there's way more potential when you have a product and you're selling your product.
Right.
So it was just kind of like, I have enough to be okay, and I was having fun, and but like with COVID and with brands are not paying out the way that they used to. Right. And so that started to dry up. And so and also like, I think I came to the point in my personal journey where I was able to really articulate and create a system that I could help people the way that I was able to help myself. Right. To really go and rewrite their lives and make those changes moving forward. So I think it was kind of divine timing. Like, I had made that journey myself. I was able to articulate and put together systems that started to work for other people. Right. So that I had something that was tangible that I could offer to other people, and that I was ready. Yeah. To share with other people. Yeah, that makes sense. You definitely have to be ready to put yourself out there to share it. So, we titled this Rewrite Your Life.
And it ties into something that we're going to tell people about, which I'm excited to share. But tell me more about Rewrite Your Life and what that means.
What that means is, one thing that I learned is that our thoughts are very powerful.
Yeah.
And what we feed our minds with our thoughts can determine it. Let me sit with someone for 5 to 10 minutes and listen to their conversation, what they're saying about themselves, what they're saying about their lives, their just overall energy. And I can tell you almost verbatim what's going on in their lives.
Right.
Because those are a direct reflection of their outer worlds.
Right.
And if you can create a crap show in your life, the good news is, because I did it, I had total crap in my life. My relationship with my husband was not great. I was overweight. All these things I created were a total shit show, for lack of a better word.
Right. Right.
And, the good news is, if I could create that, I could change it and rewrite my life to create one that honored me, that I was excited about, that I was joyful about, that was exciting and fun. And when I really started to use these principles in my own life, this life that I had created that was really kind of dark, lots of anxiety, lots of depression, lots of overeating, lots of binging, just not happy with myself. I blamed everybody else on what was going on in my life, and I didn't even take any. I was a victim. Everything happened to me.
Yeah.
And I was able to flip that, and I was able to change my story to one where I'm in total control.
Right.
I mean, there's going to be things that happen that you obviously are out of your, but how you handle those and how you move forward, that's 100% on you.
Right.
And learning that and standing back in my own power and not giving my power to everybody else was a game changer.
Right. Right. That's cool. I mean, it's amazing for anything. And you know, we're talking to a whole bunch of people that are trying to build their businesses, and that's so key. Like
it's so key.
Important. Like you have to have your life figured out, right? Like,
and especially if you're coaching other people, or you want to get into coaching, like the most important thing I can tell you is to get a coach.
Yeah.
You need someone to help you stay in that mindset and stay in that frame where you're continually working with these tools to help write your life in the way that honors you.
Yeah.
Puts you in that space where you totally can knock it out of the park and succeed because you believe you can.
Right. What's you know, there's lots of tactics and there's lots of things to do. And what is like one thing that the people that are listening to right now, because they decided to jump on live, they decided to be here, right? Like what's one thing that they can do to rewrite their life? That's kind of like putting you on the spot.
That is like putting me in the hot seat. Because I wanted to make it good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Be very, very, very careful with what you say behind the words "I am." Okay. I am are the two most powerful words in our English language.
Right.
And what you put, and I mean, we'll go to. When you're coaching with me, I'll kind of go into what those actually mean and but just be very careful in your day-to-day existence. If you're saying, I am tired, I'm busy, like you're putting a lot of power into that. Or I am old. I hate when people say I'm old. Like, come on. I'm young, I'm youthful. You're as young as you feel. And those two words, you just gotta be real careful the power you put behind those two words. I would say if you can really just focus on making one big shift, it's what you put behind those two words.
That's awesome. I love that. That's really great. Okay, so I want to talk about your challenge because I'm just so excited to tell people about it, and I've been helping with it, and it's been fun. And so I do want to jump into that for a minute, and then we'll come back to some other things.
Okay.
So you have a challenge that you're putting on, and it's coming up really soon. And I want you to tell people about it and why they need to join.
Oh, of course. Okay, so it is a 3-day challenge. And it's going to be next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're going to meet from 10 a.m. to 11 o'clock Mountain Standard Time.
Cool.
So if you can make it great live, if not, if you sign up for the challenge, you will get the replays, which is awesome if you can't be there live. But
and I'm throwing the link in right now. So
awesome. Okay. So if you can make it live, it's going to be very interactive. This is not like just sit and listen to me preach at you for an hour. This is very interactive. I will have guides that will walk you through it. You're going to have like actual notebooks that you're going to take notes. It's going to be pretty intense, but also very, very powerful to help you change the trajectory of your life. So on the first day, we're going to really assess what is your story. What have you created in your life? So basically, we're going to do a temperature gauge of what's going on. And there's 6 main factors in all of our lives.
Right.
Success, career, family, relationship. We're going to talk about all these main pillars of our life, if you will.
Yeah.
There, that's what I was looking for. The main pillars of our lives. And we'll kind of take a temperature gauge for all those 6 main pillars of our lives and where we're at.
Yeah.
And so it's really just going to be typing in and figuring out where you're at, what have you created, and very contemplative that first day. It's really just kind of like diving in. I'll have some exercises to help you kind of get a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
I'm a huge meditation fan. We might be throwing in some meditation. It's going to be a lot of woo-woo, a lot of fun stuff. And then on day 2, we're going to talk about, okay, so this is what you've created. What do you want? Because obviously, maybe this is not, there might be some areas where you're killing it.
Yeah.
Like things are really, really good. I noticed that some people will have areas where they're really strong and they really do have great belief systems. And then there's these 1 or 2 areas that, like, usually if you're like really good at money, your relationships suffer.
Yeah.
Or if you have awesome relationships, maybe your money story is not as great. So there's these different areas, and we want to make sure that we're moving in great, and making good strides in all areas of your life. Because you want to be, I hate the word balance because that's a little loaded, but we want to have peace and joy in all these areas of your life.
Yeah. Cool.
So on day 2, we'll be talking about, okay, what can we do from this is where you're at to where we want to be, and writing those stories so that they are helping you to create the momentum to get there.
Cool.
And then on day 3, we're going to really dive into one of my favorite topics is blocks, because this may be what you've created. This is what you want. The blocks that we all have. There are all these little tiny lies and beliefs that we don't even know we have.
Yeah.
That are blocking us from getting to where we want. So we can figure out what those blocks are.
Yeah.
It can help us realize, because here's the thing, we create these beliefs and these lies usually when we're children. We don't even know they're there. But if we programmed ourselves to believe that they're true, the good news is we can program ourselves to actually deprogram ourselves not to have that be to hold that as a truth anymore, and we can change it. We're very malleable humans,
right?
Like, we're very programmable. We can deprogram just as easily. So that's kind of what we'll talk about on the third day is how to deprogram these beliefs that we have and how to kind of identify them. And again,
so cool.
We'll work on some meditations, and I'll give you some real tangible tools that you can use to move forward.
Cool. Very cool. It's going to be awesome. And the best part is it's free, right?
I'm so excited.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh yeah, a lot of energy and time has been put forth into this, and it's something that has been weighing on my heart for a really long time that I just know I need to bring forth into the world. So I'm really excited to finally bring it forward and to make it happen. Right.
So cool. Well, and entrepreneurs get that. Like, I think each of us kind of have that pull for what we're doing. Like,
absolutely.
For me, yeah.
Like, we're on this earth to do, and this is definitely my thing.
Yeah, like that's your thing. And I know like I'm supposed to help people with their marketing and getting their message out. And so it's just cool. Like, and I think people can connect with that and go, yeah, okay, she wants to bring this thing into the world and people need to be a part of it. And it's only going to help, it's only going to help your business, your life, and help you with your funnels, right? And help you actually get
it all ties in.
Yeah.
It all starts with your mindset,
right?
And having that be strong, and then all these other things. And there's some cool manifesting tools that we work with too that really can even help you go kind of 10x your results.
Yeah, very cool. Let's backtrack a little bit. When you realized like, okay, your life is not going so well, how were you able to recognize it, and how were you able to move on? Like that's hard for people to see. Like, how do you actually get past that? And so what did you do in that moment when you realized?
It's hard because when you're in it, you're in it.
Yeah.
Like I was in a place where I was depressed, I was overweight, like my relationship with my husband was not great. Like,
right.
I mean, basically the only thing that I got up in the morning for was my kids.
Right.
And that was dark.
Right.
But I finally got to the point where I was like, this cannot be the way that we were meant to live.
Right.
Like, there's gotta be something more. Like, I just got to the point where I was like, I think I hit that rock bottom.
Yeah.
Where I was done.
Right.
And so I started getting curious and I started asking questions and I started searching for how to get myself out of this. And then I started finding like self-help courses and books and coaches, and I started becoming a sponge. I took it all, and some of it was complete garbage.
Yeah.
And I would never, and that's the thing, that's the benefit of working on this in this industry and working with coaching for the last 10 years is I was able to really kind of hone in on what works, what resonates with people, and how to really take all this. Because like if you look at the self-help industry and spirituality, there's so much. It's overwhelming. It's like trying to like put your mouth on a fire hydrant. It's like too much. So what I was able to do is I was able to take all that and simplify it and make daily routines that help me to make those shifts.
Right.
And I would try it. Like, I'm a born skeptic. I had no, like, I remember watching The Secret when it came out, and everyone was like, it was on Oprah, it was on everything, and I was like, yeah, that's garbage. Like, you can't just, like, make a dream board and things are going to happen. Like, yeah, no. But there was something about it that resonated with me on a soul level that felt true.
Yeah.
So as I, kept moving forward in my life and I kept creating more and more crap, I think it was like that thought that okay, if I am a creator, I've got to be able to, and I created this, I've got to be able to create something better.
Right.
And that's kind of like the thought that kind of spring forward me to searching out.
Right.
Trying all the things and being like the biggest test tube bunny. I don't know, of all these different things. I'm like, okay, that sounds malarkey, but I'll give it a shot. And what worked, what didn't work, what hit, what didn't hit.
Right. So. Yeah. You've clearly been through your journey, and so it's amazing that you're now putting it into something that kind of combines everything that you've done. You go, this is the best way, right? Like this
for
is
most people, we're all busy. We all have, to spend hours a day reading books. We just stop. Can't do that. So if I can break it down and make it really easy and tangible and make clear steps for people, that's what I'm here to do.
Right.
Make this big shift not so daunting. Because we all have a purpose. We're all here to do these things. And if I can help people become clear on what that purpose is and start to build up those belief systems that will help them to share that purpose. Right. I call it magic, and that's what I'm here for.
Love it. Love it. Very cool. there's probably some people that want to come, but they're looking at the times and they're going, I can't make it. And so what are there replays? Like what are the options for those people?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're interested in the content at all, register via the link. It's completely free. And then you can, every day we'll be live. I'll be sending you the homework. I'll be sending you the links. It's going to be a Zoom link so I can see your face. We can make eye contact. It'll be very interactive. Yeah. I hate doing lives where I can't talk to people. I want to talk to you. I want to feel what's going on with you.
Yeah.
And then the replays will be sent,
cool.
within an hour or two after the live.
Cool. Yeah,
that will let me.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's important for people to know that it's going to be Zoom too. Like,
I really wanted it to be very interactive. And I get it. If you're shy, you're introverted, you don't want to be on camera, you don't have to be on camera. I would love to see you, but it's not required.
Cool. Very, very cool. Awesome. Well, it's been so great, and I'm so excited for people to go and check this out. If you have any questions, put them in the comments down below, and you can tag Andy in it, and I'm sure she'll come back and she'll answer them for you if you have any questions whatsoever. I can probably answer them as well. Yeah, we're definitely happy to answer them. But I hope that you guys, got something out of this today. And if you did, then 3 days with Andy is just going to change your world.
It's going to be, my whole purpose of this is for you to walk away after the 3 days and just really be filled with hope.
Yeah.
That you can change the trajectory of your life. And I can't say enough good things about Lexi. If you haven't worked with her, she's amazing. She's making all these I'm a big idea thinker, and she's also about helping me to okay, let's move it forward in a functional manner and make it happen. So I can't say enough good things about Lexi either.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very kind. Awesome. Well, guys, go check it out. It's going to be great. I'll be there next week too. I'm gonna be in the room and join. And so I hope to see you guys there, see some familiar faces from this group. Share it with your friends, your family, anybody that you think may need it. Definitely grab that link, share it with them, and
have an accountability buddy for it. It's awesome.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Cool. Well, it was awesome to have you on. Guys, she's in the group, so that's even better. It's so cool to meet other people that are doing cool things, and she's in there, and can't wait to see you next week. Hopefully you guys can.
Yeah, please come. I would love to have some friendly faces in there.
Okay, awesome. Nice to have you here today. Peace out.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.